Hey everyone, it's Vigilante Reviews, of course, and this is the first of what will hopefully be um, many car videos. Uh, First of all, I'm already noticing a few things that I never thought about um, with doing car videos before, because of course, um, the YouTuber formerly known as Diversity in Comics, now known as Comics Matter with your boy Zach. I will always call him Diversity in Comics, though. But anyway, he does a lot of car videos, or at least he used to, especially when he was just starting out. Um, so already, and you never think about, you know, doing those videos. It's like, oh, you just pull over somewhere and turn on your camera. But as you guys can tell, there's a shadow, and I don't think I've ever really noticed a shadow in his videos before. So I don't know if he always figures out a way to park with the sun to his back or something. I don't know, but that's the first thing I kind of noticed, and then also, in all of his videos, I don't think I've ever heard his air conditioning running, and I know for many of his videos he was in Texas, and before that I think it was New York. But anyways, um, it gets hot really fast without air conditioning when you're sitting in your car and the sun's coming through. Um, so that's another thing I'm noticing, and um, I don't know if you guys can see, but my palms are already starting to get a little sweaty, which kind of stinks because I don't want to ruin the comic at all. But I do want to do car videos, so I guess it's just I'm gonna have to kind of be careful, I guess. So this is Detective Comics number 1008. It's I think the seventh issue of Peter J. Tomasi's run on the book, and I've been a huge fan of it so far. Peter J. Tomasi is just a really solid writer, and um, I really like his style. And he stays true to the characters and is able to tell interesting stories around them instead of trying to change the character and tell an interesting story that way. So I really appreciate that about him. His Super Sons run was awesome. I think he was on Batman and Robin as well, and I have not read that series, but I would really, really like to. Um, so anyway, I'm not looking at the screen right now. There you go. So this issue has Joker in it. It's the first issue he's done to feature the Clown Prince of Crime. Um, But we start off at Wayne Manor, and Alfred wakes Bruce Wayne up and shows him an invitation from the Joker. It doesn't really explain if it. Well, it actually does. It says something went viral. So basically, the Joker has invited Gotham City to the old amusement park by the sea. No Gotham police with their scary super scopes and super snipes, or everyone dies happy together. Um, More than anything, I really enjoyed the art in this issue. Just, man, look at that art. It's like this. When people say, the Joker gives them nightmares, this is the kind of Joker they are talking about. Very creepy and sadistic. Would not want that guy showing up at my house. And so he says, "Tell everyone I'm coming and fun's coming with me," which I believe is a play on the Tombstone scene where Wyatt Earp says, "Tell him I'm coming and hell's coming with me." So that was kind of interesting, and it's cool. Tomasi has seen that movie and appreciates that movie as well. So yeah, Doug, I think that's pronounced Mankey, was the artist on this, and he did an incredible job. So there's not too much that happens. This will probably actually be a shorter video just because basically it's about Joker at the amusement park, going around messing with people, um, And you can see he's got a little necklace thing that releases Joker gas, and his big plot is he's going to release Joker gas over the entire amusement park, and so of course that would kill everybody, I assume. I thought this part was funny though. It's a very classic Joker thing to do. Sorry for the glare, which actually it's not bad compared to glossy paper. This is more of a matte finish. If it was glossy, that reflection would be really bad. So that's another thing about car videos I never really thought about before. But anyway, this guy, Joker offers him some peanuts. He says, "Have a snack," and the older guy says, I'm allergic to peanuts." And then Joker crams his mouthful of peanuts, saying, "Come on, you only live once." It's just such a classic Joker thing to do. I don't know. Sometimes it's the little things that you notice. It might be random to some people, but it's just very in character. And another example of how Peter J. Tomasi knows his stuff, really, and likes to keep things classic. Then Batman enters on the scene, and he says, "I got your invitation, Joker. Thought I'd RSVP personally." This bat suit is a bit different. The one in the horrible Batman run by Tom King, that suit has kind of a more... It kind of looks like the logo from the Dark Knight trilogy, except it's got like an orange border around it, which I thought was kind of weird, and I don't know why they do that. This one is much cooler. It's just a nice large bat symbol. It's not, it looks very unique. It's not stylized after the Dark Knight symbol, or it's not the yellow circle with the bat in the middle. It's a bat on his chest. And you can see he's got a batarang in his hand. This would make a good poster, He's in front of this clown background, and I don't know, he's just looking very cool, which superheroes should look cool in their books. And he appeared before the staple, which it drives me crazy when you go through half the book and you still haven't seen the main title character. That happened in the last issue of Action Comics, which I may or may not review. I think I already put it away in my long box. Usually once something goes in the box, it stays there for a long time. So that may or may not happen, but it was the most frustrating thing. Superman didn't appear until like a page or two after the staple. So you've already gone through half the book. You're paying $4 to see Superman, and the entire time it's about characters nobody cares about. It's not even about like Lois Lane. It wasn't even about Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen. It was about these stupid characters that Bendis created. I cannot wait till he gets off that book. I hope he goes to a different book soon. Don't give him both Superman comics. Fine, let him write Superman or whatever, but don't give him both, because then we get two crappy Superman series, and it just sucks. So yeah, he confronts the Joker. Instead of beating him up, though, he decides to play along so that Joker doesn't release the Joker toxin. Well, I guess he does beat him up, but I mean, he doesn't, subdue him, I guess. So yeah, Joker explains his evil plan of releasing that Joker toxin. So basically, he just leads Batman around. This series is looking good. Batman, Superman, written by Joshua Williamson, who did a good run on Flash, or so I've heard. So probably check that one out. I think it came out last week. So, by the way, this book is I think came out at the beginning of August, and it's now September, so it's a month old. But it's the newest issue I have because I'm low on money right now. I spent a lot at Comic-Con. So it might be a little bit before I buy another one at the comic shop. So yeah, it wasn't a very exciting comic. It just was more Joker leading Batman around this amusement park. He goes to a fortune teller. He gets the fortune: hearts of fire grow cold. Um, I don't know if I don't know if that's a reference to anything. I don't know. But anyway, Batman finds the big payload um, hidden inside the. I think it's Zatara. Yeah, or Zorak, the fortune teller. Anyway, so he snips the cord, deactivates it. The Joker tries to escape, but Batman placed a little homing device on his back, and he gets swarmed by bats. But again, just I really, really like this art. He's Batman is very muscular, but it's not like he's overly muscular. I think I get more annoyed when Batman is too muscular than when he's, shown to be a little bit thinner. Because Batman is, yes, he's very strong and has trained himself to the furthest extent of physical human fitness, but he shouldn't look so big he looks unhuman. Same with Superman. I would rather Superman look a bit thinner, because his strength really doesn't come from his muscles. It comes, from the sun infusing his muscles with super strength. So, there's no point to Superman working out. So I don't really see why his muscles would be abnormally large. But anyway, just when Batman is too when he's too thick, it doesn't look like he can move around very well, and like he'd be very stiff. So he shouldn't look like a bodybuilder. He should just look like a very athletic, muscular man. And sometimes, athletic people, their muscles don't show through as much. So I don't mind when he looks a little bit like thinner. It just makes him look more agile and acrobatic. You know what you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he foils Joker's escape plan, and Joker plummets into the, I think it's the Gotham River, or maybe it's the Hudson Bay. Not exactly sure which, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem like they find or take time to go look for the Joker. It just kind of ends there, and then we get a kind of after credits scene where we see the Hall of Doom, or it looks like the Hall of Doom. I think it's actually just a drone flying around, and it crashes into this ice cave, and this all has to do with the story going on in Justice League, with Lex Luthor's offer going out. It's supposed to be like the year of the villain. Supposedly in issue 30, it's when it's supposed to be wrapping up. I don't know though. We'll see. But it's revealed that Lex Luthor is talking to Victor Fries with an S, who's really Mr. Freeze with a Z. Anyway, and so he'll be in the next issue of Detective Comics. Probably the next arc will be about him, which I'm really excited for. Mr. Freeze has always been a villain I've really liked, and in the hands of Peter J. Tomasi, I'm sure we're going to get a really cool story, so I'm looking forward to that. And I like how they even include, I think her name was Nora Freeze. So Victor Freeze's wife had this super, super rare disease, and so Victor put her in, basically suspended animation with, super cold fluids. But while to do that, he became a diamond thief because that was super expensive. And then in one of his encounters with Batman, or I think the first encounter with Batman, I don't know, he fell into one of the vats of the super cold formula that he used on his wife, and it didn't put him to, and you know, I want to say hydro sleep, but I know that's um, carbon sleep, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, um, instead it turned him into Mr. Freeze, and he became a villain, and yada yada yada. At least that's the origin story that has been around for years. I don't know what this current one is, but it's probably something pretty close. Anywho, so I'm looking forward to that. This is Lex Luthor, if you guys didn't know, in his new Prime Hunter, Prime whatever. So basically, he mixed Martian DNA with his own, and this is what he is now. So I need to catch up on Justice League. I need to catch up on Detective Comics, because I think actually the first issue with Mr. Freeze already came out. But I haven't been to the comic book store in about a month, so I need to get back there, catch up on those. I'll probably wait a little bit to start that Batman Superman. I don't really care about Action Comics right now, and I think those are about the only series that I'm following from DC. So anyway, that was Detective Comics 1008. Thank you all for watching that review. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you liked the car video. I'm hoping to do more of those, as I said. So anyway, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.